Hello. How you all doing? Happy Valentine's Day. There we go. We're on camera now. Hi. Hello. I made something for you. It's right down here. Changed Anime Sunday logo up so it was fun and pink. We are going to be playing Danganronpa again for Anime Sunday. You may need to adjust your, you may need to turn down your headphones for a second while I adjust this game, because for some reason I can't get the sound to save when I do this. There we go. Try not to. Let's.
It actually wasn't bad.
Oh, it wasn't?
I mean, it's still loud, but it's not like, oh.
I think that's good. All right. So I wanted to thank Rescue Ranger for following the channel off when I was offline. Super appreciate it. And we're at 46 followers. We're 4 more away. And that's super exciting. But I know why you all are here. To look at the options menu of Danganronpa. Of course, obvi. Do I sound good? Well, that's not fair. She's my wife. She's legally obligated to tell me that. It was in our vows. I solemnly swear that I will say that the audio sounds great, no matter the circumstance. What a terrible thing to put in the wedding vows. Okay. It's the morning. You know, I'll be honest with you. It's been a hot minute. I think we just finished yeah, we just finished a trial, found a new place, and now our good friend Kyoko, I believe her name is. Yeah, Kyoko hates us, so that's fun. Okay. So we got some downtime. We can interact with people. What do you think this guy likes? Let's go through our items real quick. I don't know, chap. Porcelain doll, old-timey radio, silent receiver. Pyrite, what up? Haven't missed anything. Yeah, at this point, I don't know. No, I already got his ability, Lost in Thought. Pyrite. I'm asking... Oh, I should probably hang out with Toko. Where's she be at? Wait, why is there an exclamation mark here? Is there an exclamation point? As I... Oh, there was something... But I'm glad I... Oh boy, I'm glad I did something, because otherwise... Ooh. As I entered the dining hall, the first thing I saw was... her. What are you staring at? Oh, Toko?
What's your problem?
What, you think your eyes will rot just by looking at me?
What the heck?
My apologies. Fine, then don't look at me. I think he's just surprised to see you at breakfast meeting is all. Indeed, it's been quite a while since you've joined us. Yeah, what made you change your mind? Byakuya said he likes a girl to have some meat on her bones, so... I'm gonna start eating. I'm gonna force it down into my stomach. I'm gonna eat till I drop. Oh, Toko.
Okay.
No, I do not have... Chat, you know what time it is. I don't have COVID, but I do have a cold can of Beepus. Cheers. Yes, I do have Beepus. I refuse to lose.
Hina.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, other than that, it looks like Kyoko isn't here.
You know?
Oh, she said she'd come by later. Later?
You know?
Yeah, after you leave. She's not even trying to hide it anymore. I know I said she wanted you to show some backbone, but you didn't need to show her that much.
Just a second.
You're dirty, Makoto. Dirty. President Dirty of Dirtlandia. Fair. You don't understand.
Just the worst.
You're the type who takes the stairs of love 3 steps at a time, aren't you? I'm telling you, it's not like that.
What the heck?
Just shut up already, Hina. You've been running your filthy mouth like that all morning.
Huh?
Filthy? Me? Don't make me repeat myself.
Huh?
I'm not filthy. It's no use denying it. We all can see how disgusting you are.
Huh?
Shut up. You and that lusty body of yours. Oh. Night after night you go out for your illicit club meetings. Hey, knock it off. I can deal with dirty stuff like that. I can't deal with dirty stuff like that. She cannot. Your midnight sextracular activities only put us in even more danger.
Please.
Stop. This is harassment, I believe. You'd like me to stop, wouldn't you? Your sweaty hands gripping the big, fat, chalk tight. Damn. Why did these scenes have to happen when you're eating? I don't know. Going for all that extra credit, your screams are like the screech of a violated blackboard. Ugh, God, of course she's the writer of... She's like the writer of Twilight or 50 Shades of Grey. And it's amazing. Indecent ideas are coming to me one after another.
Bastard!
So would you rather have your black eye on the left or the right? Sorry.
Hey, come on.
Let's leave Toko alone. She's gotten a little funny from all of her pent-up frustration.
You know?
Anyway, you and Kyoko need to make up already, you know? Yeah, I know. I mean, of course, I want things to get better as soon as possible. With everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about what I saw. Before anything, I need to talk to Sakura about it. Sorry. Don't hit me, don't hit me. If you want to hit someone, hit Master. Please hit him. Oh, please let me watch you hit him. I didn't know this was that kind of stream tonight. I think it's best if I stay far away from her. Sakura? What is it? Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you. Now that Kyoko's dumped him, Makoto's trying to win Sakura's heart. Are you in heat, Makoto? Don't care who they are as long as they've got the right equipment.
Just the worst.
Bilbo, welcome. You are, as a wizard is, exactly when you're supposed to be here. You missed all the weird pent-up sexual frustration from all these high schoolers. Watch out, Sakura. Makoto's transformed into a wild beast. Prime Minister Wild Beast of Beastopia. Oh, I'm a furry now. Okay. How could this happen to me?
Well,
can our talk wait till tomorrow? I'd like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling worn down these last few days. Huh? Are you sick? Did you get hurt? No, nothing serious. I've just had some minor aches and pains. Huh? Is that? From when she had that fight. It must be because of that battle. But it must be pretty bad if you have to go rest. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back on my feet. Hopefully not in that order. I feel like that would have the adverse effect. You wouldn't be able to sleep.
You got it.
That's true. Protein's good for all kinds of stuff.
Hey.
You guys like worship protein. It's like your god or something. I was happy. I don't have COVID. I haven't been outside in a long time. No, I'm in super isolation. I have, at best, it was me getting ready for the stream and I was trying to scarf down some food and I choked on some of it like a, like a dingus does.
Okay.
Makoto, I do know what it is you want to talk to Sakura about, but save it till tomorrow. She's in pain. Dingus. Yes. Yeah, I got it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You know?
Well, for now, let's eat. Eat? I'm kind of nervous.
Huh?
Huh? How come?
What's your
Because I don't
problem?
usually eat in front of other people. Ever since I was a kid, I eat by myself.
What the heck?
What about your family? Oh, well, yeah, I used to live with my dad, my mom, and my mom.
Huh?
You had 2 moms? What? That's just how things were. I think for Anime Sunday, you should show us your bento box. I don't have a bento box. That's like a serious issue. Just let it go. You're asking for trouble getting involved with her more than you have to. How dare you speak to me with that disgusting mouth of yours. Stop saying stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. All these people are acting kind of weird. If I don't, Kyoko will never show up. Pretty miserable situation, man. Oh yeah, Toko really wants some real bad. I scarfed down breakfast as fast as I could and immediately headed back to my room. I'll have to wait till tomorrow to confront Sakura about what I saw, but in a way, I'm kind of relieved. It takes a lot of courage to stand face to face with Sakura and accuse her of something. Aw, shit. Yes, let's leave the area. Let's check the map. Oh, okay, well, we're gonna... Yeah, this is free time, and I think we should hang out with... Toko. So what future former friend will we hang out with? You know, because every time I hang out with someone, they either die or become next on the chopping block. Gonna hang out with Toko. Makoto, are you leering at me?
What the heck?
What are you thinking? What are you planning to do to me? Should I talk to Toko while she's acting like this? Yes. Let's ruin this. I was perfectly happy spending time by myself, but I guess if you're so desperate for attention, I can hang out for a little bit. I spent some time with a cold and distant Toko. Toko and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Toko a present? Yes. I think she'd like the... Was it this one? I think it's this one. Oh, I don't have it. I already gave it to somebody? I must have given it to her. What about this? Let's do that. You're giving this to me? Don't think it makes me happy or whatever. It's more annoying than anything. Does that mean she liked it? Chat, you decide. She's just standing there. Does she want something? But she's not saying anything. Maybe I should try to start the conversation. Toko? What? You want to talk to me? Well, I can't stop you, so talk already. Okay, sure, but what should I say? So, what do you like to do in your spare time? Why do you want to know? Well, I mean, you know, we're chapped here together, right? If we're gonna be friends, it'd be nice to get to know each other. Huh? What did you just say? After that part about being trapped, we're gonna be what? Friends. What do you mean, friends? You think I'm stupid? You're trying to trick me. I've already been hurt once before. I'm not gonna let it happen again. You've been hurt? What happened? Disgusting friendship. Exactly.
Anyway.
Come on, you don't really care about me. You don't want to know about me, even I know that. No, that's not true. Fine, then tell me. Tell you what. You know why they call me the ultimate writing prodigy, right? Yeah, sure, you've won all kinds of literature prizes and stuff. Then tell me, what am I good at? Tell me what my genre specialty is. If you really want to convince me you give a crap, you should at least know that. I believe it's romance, right? Chat, help me out. I don't want to blow this up. Romance? It's romance, of course. I don't know why I said romance like that. It's romance. Hello, I am Cody Robot. Oh, you actually knew? She loves romaine, not romance. It's true. Your biggest success was So Lingers the Ocean, right? Everyone says it's your masterpiece. The book was such a hit that Fisherman shot to the top of all the hottest men polls, right? How did you know all that? There's no way you care about me. I'm telling you I do. I mean, we're friends, aren't we? I'm blind. Your straightforward nature blinded me. Yeah. That's how I imagine it. Hello, I am friend Cody. Yeah. And then Toko fled. Toko ran off, screaming like a banshee. I'm the dog from Up. Amazing. I'm not really sure. Does she hate me now? Okay. You just unlocked the skill vocabulary. Give yourself a pat on the back. You earned it. Chat, you earned it. I didn't earn shit. Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. I have plenty of time. I don't feel like just sitting here. I should go somewhere. You know, and cause problems. So someone I don't think we've hung out with is Byakuya. Hang out with someone else? Gross. In this timeline? Correct. So we haven't hung out with Byakuya. I don't know if you get more abilities if you hang out with people more than once. But I don't know what Byakuya would even like. All I know is that he's some bougie ass rich dude. If anything sticks out, chat, that he might like, would he like a golden airplane because it's made of gold? Or an old-timey radio? Or a phone that for some unknown reason doesn't let you hear the person on the other end and doesn't let them hear you? I think he likes to be left alone. Bilbo, that was so or maybe he likes the Muramasa. I don't know if he would be... Do you think he's secretly like a big camera snob? He likes coffee? Do we have coffee? Golden gun. I wish I had a golden gun. We wouldn't be in this problem if we had a golden gun. Ooh, now wait a minute. All right, we're gonna hang out with him. We do have an old-timey radio. He's in the warehouse. Time to strike. Whoa! Jill, what up? The others have flocked together as usual, I see. But they need to be more careful. Growing too close will only cloud their judgment. Should I talk to Byakuya for a while? Yeah.
That's fine.
Fine, I don't mind allowing you to indulge in my attention. I hope you appreciate this. Wow, you're the greatest. Thanks. I spent some time with Byakuya. Byakuya and I grew a little closer today. Yeah, I'm gonna give him... Oh, he likes both. Interesting. We're gonna give him an airplane made of gold.
This is...
You bastard! How did you get your hands on this? Even the collective force of the entire Togami Corporation wouldn't be enough to obtain this gem.
Naturally.
I'm going to hold on to this. Seeing Byakuya so pleased with something I gave him makes me happy. I have a question for you. Huh? You do?
That's right.
Something's been bothering me for a while now, and I can't take it anymore. So to answer my question... I need you to explain to me what exactly your ultimate lucky student title means. Oh, well, a friendship word that I don't know if I can say that on stream. I got a naughty friendship. Oh, well, I don't totally get it myself, but what I do know is that I was picked at random from a pool of normal students.
So in other words...
So you just got into Hope's Peak by blind luck. I see, well, that answers my question. What was the question? How a commoner like you, with absolutely no unique talents or abilities, could get into this school. Oh, I forgot to mention boring. How a boring, untalented, utterly generic commoner got in. Oh... Destroyed. Boring? Generic? Did you really have to list it all that off?
Naturally.
But it's the truth. Maybe compared to you, the ultimate affluent progeny and all. But even I... You seem to think it's merely an issue of title, but make no mistake. My lineage, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they are all ultimate. I am the biggest doofus.
In other words...
Which is to say, I am the ultimate perfection. Feel free to begin calling me that, in fact. I don't wanna. He's really taking this to the extreme. You who have nothing. I who have everything. We are living proof that all men are not created equal. You have my pity, Makoto. Life can be very cruel indeed. Happy Valentine's Day! And because I pity you so much, perhaps someday I will allow you to hear my tale of glory. Considering it a blessing, a gift from me to you to allow you to bask in my glory. Having finished his mean-spirited lecture, Byakuya left me standing there in silence. I wept to myself in the corner next to the bags of potatoes. I learned one thing about Byakuya today. Anytime I talk to him, I need to be prepared for extreme psychological trauma. Oh. You just unlocked this skill, Cool and Composed. Give yourself a pat on the back. You earned it, chat. No, I didn't. I did my best to keep my spirit from shattering like glass and went back to my room. Not all men are created equal. Don't put yourself on the same pedestal as Deku. Ding dong, bing bong.
Attention, attention! Please gather in the gym as soon as you possibly can.
Oh no. These skills help in the trials. I know one of the ones that we got extends the time that we're allowed to do stuff. Oh. I don't know if I can look at them. Maybe I might have to wait until the trial. But I'll take a look in a second. He made a special announcement to ask us to come to the gym. And he sounded pretty serious about it too. I wonder if I can look at... I don't... Oh, it's... Well, so it says what the skill... Like, it says the skill is Cool and Composed, but I don't know how to look at it to see what it does. Because we have that... We got the max SP +1. We got breathing technique. But yeah, I don't... I have to go to the gym. Monokuma's gonna be mad if I'm late. And apparently I walk with a, I walk like a drunk person. Ugh. You're the last one. Everyone else is already inside. Aren't you gonna go in?
However,
I have a bad feeling about this, Winku. More than just a feeling, probably. Monokuma did call us all together after all. And every time he does that, either someone gets killed or he throws something else at us to make us murder people. Sakura?
well then,
Makoto? If something happens to me, Hina... Huh?
I'm sorry.
No. Never mind.
So then,
I'm... Who would ever believe in someone who doesn't believe in themselves? Sakura? That was a weird thing to say, and... Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we all gathered at the gym, it began.
Well?
Okay, let's get this show on the road. You're about to give us our next motive presentation, aren't you?
That's right.
You got us all together to present another motive, right? Is he right?
Huh?
We have to go through this again? No, not again. I can't take it anymore.
I see.
I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see just how low on the totem pole of life you really are. No, 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 no. No, 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 no! That's not it at all. We're not here to talk about motive.
Today, I'm feeling black.
The reason I gathered you all here so that I could get rid of my grudge. What? Your grudge?
Why?
We have a grudge against you, of course, but I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us. I told you yesterday, didn't I? An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Stop beating around the bush. Just tell us what you're talking about. Well, Byakuya, you've already told everyone how one of you might be working as a spy for me, right?
Come on.
Yeah, so what about it?
In other words,
Well, today I would like to tell you about that spy. What?
hey,
So guess what? The spy is actually Sakura Ogami. Wow, he just let that one go right now. Oh, okay. He said it so openly, it made it sound like it wasn't that big of a deal. Even though he just revealed a huge secret.
What?
What? What did you just say? He said the spy is Sakura.
what is this?
What are you talking about?
You're a liar.
There's no way Sakura's a spy. Right, Sakura?
Huh?
Sakura? And I might just make Sakura fulfill the promise she made sometime soon. And if she doesn't, I can't be responsible for what might happen to that hostage of mine. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. What you guys choose to do with that information is up to you.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Roaster, boiler, killer, don't kill her, whatever.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Either way, he can't wait. And just like that, he was gone. Finally, I understood what he had been talking about. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal.
Huh? What the heck?
So what does this mean?
What?
Is it true? Why do people keep calling her Ogre? It's so rude. Has Ogre really been spying on us for the mastermind?
What are you saying?
There's no way. But that is what the stuffed animal said, right?
Wrong. You're wrong.
Well, he's wrong. There's just no way. If the nickname fits. Rude.
Hey,
Well, Sakura, if he's wrong, all you have to do is tell us.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you either. Or didn't tell you earlier.
Huh?
What? Oh, then he was being serious for serious. Ogre's been working for the mastermind?
I'm sorry.
So you've been lying to us all this time?
Huh?
It's not true. Sakura was probably being controlled. There's got to be some reason. She didn't have a choice. She was just forced to do it. Yeah, I'm sure Hina's right. Their mastermind probably threatened her somehow, and Sakura had no choice but to do what she was told. What? You're talking like you know that for a fact. Because I do know it for a fact. I mean, look around. We've been forced to do a bunch of stuff. Hello? Because I saw it. I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting. And that's where I heard it. Monokuma mentioned a hostage a second ago, right? And during their fight, I heard Sakura say she decided to fight against the mastermind.
I see.
You saw all that? The mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind.
What?
Which means Sakura isn't our enemy, she's a friend who can trust without question, is that it? Ridiculous. Do you live in some sort of alternate reality fairy tale?
Not possible.
She was the mastermind's tool. You absolutely cannot trust someone like that.
Impossible.
He's right. We can't just believe whatever she says now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe this is a double bluff and she's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants.
What are you saying?
Sakura would never do that. Okay then, Sakura. If you really have cut ties with the mastermind, tell us who they really are. Well, or the triple bluff.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't. Even I don't know that.
What?
You don't know? That just makes you all the more suspicious.
Please.
She's telling the truth. You have to believe her.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Shut up. I'm not finished questioning her.
Come on.
Next question. What is this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do? I was told to kill one of my friends. It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of those words.
I see.
So even now, you've taken aim on our lives.
Wrong.
You're wrong. I'm telling you, Sakura would never do that.
What the heck?
You don't have to yell. We can all hear you just fine. Don't you have an inside voice?
That's terrible.
It's because you're not listening to me. Nagito, welcome.
Wait.
Please stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
however,
How did you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind. What? Oh, you just finished watching the movie Soul? Was it good? I haven't seen it. I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them.
I'm sorry.
Nice. That is how I intend to take responsibility. No, hold on. What do you mean if you both go down?
Hina.
Hina, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this.
Huh?
What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again.
Well,
But I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me.
But...
Sakura.
I'm sorry.
Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then... Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a the school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime.
Gross.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Well, it's nighttime. We should all go to bed.
No way!
Hold on. This whole thing with Sakura is
Don't make me repeat myself.
over. She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss.
That's terrible!
No, Sakura is not our enemy.
Why?
Why doesn't anyone understand her?
What?
What is it you think you understand? You didn't even know who she really was.
What is this?
That's...
Calm down.
Let it go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything.
Why?
But...
Anyway,
Go to your room, cool down, and we can continue this discussion tomorrow. It was the worst. The mood at the end of the night was just the worst. Being in such an awful mood, we were honestly glad the day was over. Sakura is the spy. She's the traitor. Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy, but he's wrong. She's not my enemy. She's my friend, without a doubt. But what can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? I have the worst idea. As long as you're human, there will always come a point where you wish you could do things differently. Even a baseball player in the major leagues. Even a soccer player touring Europe. Even a famous singer who started her career as a backup dancer on a sketch comedy show. She makes a brilliant debut, but instead of going for more, she marries some third-rate actor and retires. Every human has regrets, has things they'd like to go back and change.
But I don't, 'cause I'm a bear!
Yeah. What do you think Sakura will do now? How do you think Sakura will take down the mastermind? I don't know. I think it's pretty obvious that they want me to not like Sakura because she is the spy. However, I'm not inclined to believe that just yet because that feels like a forced, like, you should feel that way because I, the video game, told you, so that later you can be like, oh my god. I don't know. Maybe they'll get into a fist fight.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
Chad, I hope you're having a beautiful day. Maybe not as filled with as much anime murder as this is. I'm worried about Sakura. I need to hurry up and get to the dining hall. 'Cause Lord knows something bad's about to happen soon. Good. Kyoko, good morning. Still ignoring me. Is she really that mad at me? But actually, it's not just Kyoko. Ever since Monokuma summoned us last night, the atmosphere around here has gotten really heavy. I can almost feel it looming over us, weighing us down. Well, if nothing else, I need to patch things up with Kyoko as soon as possible. Esape, as the people in the biz say. Kodo, are you okay? Huh? What do you mean? You were late, so we were worried about you. What a dullard. Toko? Byakuya? What are you doing here?
What the heck?
They're taking refugee here. Refugi?
Such ignorance.
Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the Mastermind's tool. The Mastermind's... Are you talking about Sakura? That's when I finally noticed. The only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Huh? Where is Sakura?
Stop talking.
All I know is if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was as a safeguard against that threat. Threat?
What is this?
Why? Why do you hate her so much?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair. Unfair? The game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the Mastermind upsets that balance.
What the heck?
That's a stupid reason.
What did you say?
Stupid. This is a life or death game, is it not?
That's terrible.
It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot.
Hey,
Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the Mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us?
What the heck?
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
however,
Well, that may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive the Mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, the hatred.
in other words,
This right here, the fighting, the bickering, is the trap the Mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, will you still stand there and argue like children?
But...
That's not what I'm trying to do, it's just... I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? If she can really beat the Mastermind like she said, that'd go a long way in my mind.
What are you saying?
Idiot, you'd really ask her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens to her? It wouldn't matter.
Interesting.
What? If Sakura were to die, that's one less person for the Mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on, Byakuya. In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest. Slap! Ah!
What the hell?
Ooh.
You disgust me. You're a monster. To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die.
Damn.
What?
I should have died? Interesting. Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead, try it if you dare. That's how it works here after all.
What is this?
You think I can't do it? Hina, calm down.
that's right.
This is exactly what the Mastermind wants, and it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerve? I'm leaving. I'll be in my room. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off. That stupid cow, how dare she? She could die 1,000 deaths. No, 1,000,000. So she was just another hysterical little girl, hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
It's what other people call having feelings, Byakuya, and all you can do is mock them for it. What's wrong with that?
Hey,
A friendly word of warning, someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you. Hard.
I don't have time to play
And
with
I will
you.
happily elude its attempts. So, you know... How about we, eat? Or maybe now's not a good time?
You know?
Yeah, everything's great. Nothing bad could possibly go wrong. Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms, one by one. Woo! So what should I do today? After that awkward moment, I should probably go hang out with Sakura and get myself killed. Map. There's no one here. Or here. Or here. Or here. Oh, everyone's just in the next new area. We do have another swimsuit. Oh, whoops. Oh, she's just been giving us max SP. That's nice. Yeah, Sakura's in the chem lab, you know, doing chemistry stuff. You know, someone that's pretty normal. Although, doesn't the chem lab have the super protein or whatever? Or am I crazy? Well, we could hang out with Byakuya some more. Or Aoi. It's got the super protein? Yeah, that's what I figured. Chat, I have presents for you hang out with Sakura or I will cancel you. Oh. I don't want to be canceled. That seems rude AF. Well, okay. Do I have anything present-wise for Sakura? What is Sakura like? I know we've given her some stuff. Like, I think we gave her the gloves. I think we gave her a weapon. The God of War charm? Oh, you mean... wait. God of War charm, fresh bindings, rose in vitro... I don't have any of these things. Oh, Asura's Tears? Okay, alright. Alright, let's go to the chem lab and hang out with Sakura. Chem lab. Hey, Sakura! And then I die.
I'm sorry.
Sakura loves the God of War charm. That's true, it's true. I'm not sure I'm ready to open up just yet. Maybe if you create the right opportunity. Should I hang out with Sakura for a while? Yeah.
I see.
Even if I don't feel like talking? You'll still stand by me? I still don't understand you, Makoto. Without saying a word, I stood by Sakura. Sakura and I grew a little closer today. Yes, I will give her a present. Give her those tears. Yeah. That one. You really want to give me something so splendid? You know, I'm not quite sure why, but somehow you remind me of him.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, forget I said that. I'm just talking to myself. Anyway, I feel a little better now. Thank you. Seeing Sakura so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. I don't think I have the God of War charm, though. I have plenty of time. I don't feel like just sitting here. I should go somewhere. Alright. Yeah, we gotta figure out what presents. We got sea salt. Do we know anyone who likes sea salt? Red costume, Bajobo dolls. Antique doll. Old-timey radio. Okay, well, the ones that we know of, or that I know of. We can give Byakuya the radio, the antique radio, or we can give Aoi the swimsuit. Sakura also likes the antique doll. Are you saying we should hang out with Sakura again? Is that what you want? Alright. Let's hang out with Sakura again. Oh, Sakura also likes the fun plane? Oh, the Game Boy.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate the thought, but I'd like to be alone right now. I need some time I need time to myself. I need to think. Although that's one skill I haven't developed too much. Okay, looks like you can't hang out with Sakura. So it's Byakuya or Aoi? Maybe tomorrow, if she's still alive. Well, we have a bunch of points with her already. Okay. I guess we can hang out. Teach him about friendship. I would love to teach Byakuya the meaning of friendship. Sakura and Hina. Finally, some action. Things are starting to become interesting.
What do you want?
Huh? Oh, I didn't see you standing there. Did you need something? Should I talk to Byakuya for a while? Let's do it.
That's fine.
Fine, I don't mind allowing you to indulge in my attention. I hope you appreciate this. As per usual, he is a wiener. I spent some time with Byakuya. Byakuya and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give him a present? Yes. What would you like to give him? Give him that old-timey radio. Do 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 do.
This is...
You bastard! How did you get your hands on this? Even the collect... Oh, okay, so he says the same thing.
Naturally.
I'm going to hold on to this. Seeing Byakuya so pleased with something I gave him makes me happy.
So, in other words...
Just to be clear, being the ultimate affluent progeny is only one of my many talents. Some people think I rely on the care and protection of the Tagami name. Huh? Is he monologuing right now? But I don't rely on my family. Rather, I am my family's savior. The Tagami Corporation reaches across the world, true, but I will take us to even greater heights. I will take us to the moon and beyond. It is expected of me, naturally. After all, even my own family has recognized my ultimate superiority. In other words, even among the Togami family, I am the chosen among the chosen. So much confidence.
Naturally.
And that confidence is justified, I assure you. It comes from the battles I fought and won. Battles? I am personally worth over $4 billion, separate from my Tagami family assets. How the heck did you make that much money?
In other words...
The stock market stonks, chat. I buy and sell shares and assets based on the market trends, all within a single day.
Yes.
Surely even someone as simple-minded as you has heard of this technique. So he buys and sells stuff on the stock market, doing everything in a single day. I think it's called... isn't it day trading? I think the answer is put it all on GameStop and ride it to the moon? Chad, I think the secondary answer might be Dogecoin, but you're talking about day trading, right? And you were able to make $4 billion doing that?
That's right.
Well, I first started doing it just to keep myself occupied, and before I knew it, there it was. Ooh, time to invest in some game stonks. It's really not a big deal. I'd say it's a super big deal. He put it all on GameStop. It's true. He's the one on Wall Street Bets. Wait, but are high schoolers even allowed to buy stocks and stuff?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'm Byakuya Tagami. Is that meant to be an explanation? $4 billion is nothing to the Tagami Corporation, but for personal use, it's not bad. So now you understand, right? I'm not merely the child of modern-day nobility. You know, Byakuya, maybe we should start calling you the ultimate day trader of game stonks. Oh, I don't do that anymore. It was too simple, so I got bored of it pretty quickly. Jeez, do you realize how insulting that sounds to the rest of us? Of course, that's how I feel about anything I do. Frankly, life is too easy. It's only natural for me to do whatever I want in this world. Man, he really is confident. He's kind of a dingus. I really hate hanging out with him, but he's got abilities or something. We're like worlds apart. Galaxies apart. Cool. Ooh, maximum number of skill points is increased. Hey, look at you go. Still reeling from Byakuya's story, I went back to my room. And I opened up a day trading account. Although I couldn't use Robinhood because they don't let you buy GameStop stocks. Still retching from
This is a
Byakuya's
school
story.
announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime already. Tonight feels somehow uneasy because I can't get internet, so I can't put all my money on Dogecoin. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood, and I'm a dingus. I just hope nothing happens tonight. Yes. Yes, Nagito, I would love to hear what his skills are. After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I should become a crab instead. How can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back. Okay, then how about to make you extra special, you can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. But how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards, I want to go forward. I heard her annoyed sigh on the other end of the line. Then she said, "You just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard the tale of the crab and the monkey?" Of course I've heard of it. I know all about it, but so what? The crab beats the monkey, but it's just some legend, hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. That's a hot take. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world, but the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady! Which is why I chose the always popular bear image.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
Envious focus. Ooh. I like it. Ding dong, bing bong.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
Oh, I can't wait. I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. Because, you know, someone's not dead today. Oh yeah, Monokuma's crab. Ooh ah! Huh? Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. We gotta go. We gotta go. Chat. We gotta go. Makoto, we got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look. Hiro's finger shook as he pointed.
Hina!
Uh-oh.
Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her.
What?
Genocide Jill killed Hina!
Oh, she's not dead yet.
You've gotta be kidding!
No. She's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead. But why? What happened? Well, Toko and Hina just all of a sudden they were yelling and then they knocked the pepper off the table and that's when all hell broke loose. And that led to a sneeze.
You SOB!
Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. Oh, she's talking about her boobies. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire? Well, see, people probably would be, but the fact that your tongue hangs down past your collarbone is a little distracting.
Totally not adorable.
Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else.
My beautiful scissors!
I'll start cutting and cutting and cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long. Okay then, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hiro, help me. Sure thing. Wee-oo. Rude. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. Why can't I start calling her Genocide Jill and not be an asshole just because they're a murderer, I guess. I don't know. I don't get it. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it really was just a scratch. But still, that was super close! If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. All thanks to me, you know? Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic, that just makes you sound even more hostile. Yo, are you okay? Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, we just got into a fight and I lost my temper and flew off the handle. Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura?
But...
At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let the jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just...
What the heck?
Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
You're serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. When things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right?
Sorry.
It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. In fact, so much so, they're pouring down her cheek. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, wait, they already spilled over. The door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was going to fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us.
Hina.
Hina!
Huh?
Sakura? You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal.
Hey!
Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me. It was Genocide Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault. You're gonna make her go Super Saiyan.
Damn.
To hurt Hina? Damn you. To leave me alone. But hurt her? What is this?
How dare you?
What is this? Ah! I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch. Oh no. She's reaching the second Super Saiyan level.
No forgiveness!
Unforgivable, chat.
I can't forgive this!
I can't forgive them. Well said. Hiro, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me.
What?
I don't hate you exactly.
I can't forgive this!
Why? I'm so angry my clothes are exploding. And this is to go further beyond. Somebody save me! Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later... What's going on?
Hey,
What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
it would seem...
I gather that something happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura.
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything, I'm drawing a line right here and now. Drawing a line?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Wait, Sakura! Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier. It doesn't matter anymore. Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words...
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. To think like that.
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
See, I thought it was stupid as fuck as well. What?
Because...
Ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides...
And I
may have overreacted. Huh?
Anyway...
It's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay, thank you. So, what? Do I leave? There's no point in going somewhere else right now.
Whew.
Oh, I want to talk to you about something else. There we go. What is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where?
So...
Just come with me and you'll find out. I guess, but...
Shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Kyoko! I hurried up to catch her. And that's when she pulled the gun on me and shot me in the chest. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her. Eventually we arrived. The dressing room? So, the something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right, it has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him, I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego, he has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Alter ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. Alter Ego wants to ask us something? Okay. Computer, what's up? Bro. Hello. Oh, so it's just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is 2 not enough?
Thank you.
No, it's okay. 2 should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us?
So,
Oh yeah, so I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
I don't think we can. Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, "Why?"
you see,
Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work,
but
I don't want that.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want too. So to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school,
That's right.
the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still,
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
I'm
If it's for
gonna
the
do my
sake
best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko, to be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it. But...
Makoto.
Let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But...
Hey,
He's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now.
He fights for his friends. Ah! If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend?
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
I want to believe. Believe it. I want to be able to say I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
So please, let me try.
Listen.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place?
That's right.
Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. A room without us. The secret room! Right? That's it, the secret room you told me about. Yeah, there's no camera in here. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall.
However,
Just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. You know, the secret room with the masked person who scared the shit out of us. Who bonked us on the head. If they pick up any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
that's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try. And despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
Correct.
because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then...
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, alter ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. I think you need to shave your head and wear a Zero shirt. I mean, maybe. It tickles. I don't know how I feel about this anymore. Shh. You can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. Until there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there.
However...
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do now is go and check for ourselves.
It's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Secret room. On the second floor? Nothing, bye. Go. Yeah, it's in... bathroom?
Hey.
Hey, Makoto.
Why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go, and make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I'd made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then...
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. And there he was, the man that bonked me on the head. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it! This is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect alter ego. I immediately got to work. Pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help.
So?
Bilbo, you bring up a good point, but, don't worry about that power cable, you know, for the laptop. So please, just wait a little longer. Shutting down, battery at 0%. No! Just hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends.
Huh?
Friends? Even me?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Makoto. Well, okay, so they...
Makoto.
So I know that it's very well possible that the power cable is implied, but they went out of their way to make the Ethernet cable, so it was really bizarre to see them also not do the power cable. So that's what I got from Bilbo's message anyways. How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That much was for sure. Ah, Kyoko!
What?
Yes. So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Whew.
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. Makoto, you're so needy. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you gonna do about Sakura? I'll do my best. Windows update at 30%. No! Forced Windows updates. You do not have the recent version of Java to go to the network. Ah!
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
I'll do my best, spinning beach ball of death. No! But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we...
so...
If we can find some new clue that would likely change the situation, that's all we can hope for right now. Which is why alter ego.
Correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. Hopefully no one will go and murder them. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired, so I laid down in my bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving alter ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I died. I had completely dozed off. Oh, someone ding-donged me. Huh? The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Yeah. Rattle.
Makoto.
Get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened. Great. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. So happy I don't use... okay. Yo, what up?
Huh?
Makoto, Kyoko. Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room? Or in the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door and I hurried to look inside, and when I did... Sakura. Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond.
Huh?
So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway...
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said...
Wrong.
The door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why?
It would seem...
It feels like the door's pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? The chair?
In other words...
Either way, the door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in?
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break with it. Wait, right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Or dead. Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it!
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Hurry! Okay, you two, stand back! I took the hold of the broom and swung it as hard as I could. Aiming it directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. Smash! The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window, started jostling the chair leaning against the door. I probably didn't bother to check if the glass was cleared off where I put my hand and cut myself and then bled to death like an idiot. That's something that they do in games a lot and in movies, where they don't clean off the window after they break it and could very easily cut some very major arteries on their arms. Like, what the fuck? The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could. I don't think she's dead. All three of us saw her. But the moment I laid my hand on her... Wait, or maybe she is? Oh, you have to be in the same room. Oh, that's right, that's right. All I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... Damn it. Sakura has died. We had to be in the room. Shit! Forgot about that stipulation.
A body has been discovered.
That didn't take very long.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
No! No!
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead, checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room, and why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. Porky! See, Bilbo, you get it. And after, I don't know how long, I got everyone. What? Ogre!
Yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It's one of you, Hiro, Byakuya, and Toko. One of you killed Sakura. What?
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it. I know it. You know it?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file!
That's right. My murder file. And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura?
Say what?
Uh-huh. Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
In other words...
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. I can talk. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting a chance to finish things with me.
Phew.
Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
Well done.
So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one? Oopsie. Before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first.
Shing!
Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right? I love it.
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't forgive you.
I hate this. I hate the whole thing. Well, I for one am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay then, Hina's guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let us all in. Just let me.
What?
You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro? Do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch such a filthy dead body? Gross and mean.
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of a hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Okay, so Nagito asked in chat, who do you think went and murdered Sakura? Do you really think it was a murder or something else? I feel like it would be misleading for Monokuma to let us know that a murder, or that we discovered a body, and to put us through all this. Although it might, I don't know, it might be something that Monokuma would do. I'm not convinced on something else. But it's also still really early. In fact, I still don't really know what happened to her other than, like, there's a good chance that she was poisoned or something. It obviously wasn't a... If it was like a fight, like how it's been in these past couple of murders, Sakura wouldn't be dead. So someone had to be crafty and, like, you know, poison her or something. Or knock her out and then do the damage, so. Plus she was smiling, so there's a good chance that, there's a good chance there's something going on. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death was estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. Oh, so someone bonked you. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Oh, okay, so yeah, poison, then bop. Monokuma file number 4 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Hey.
I think this case, the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
So...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside, then there was no way in or out until we broke the window. There's like zero escape, right?
In other words...
This is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in the mystery movies or books or whatever, or even a murder mystery video game set in an anime world where we're high school students kind of doing a Hunger Games situation. Maybe. But could it really happen in real life and right before our very eyes like this?
Hey.
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then for some special method seals the room. Through some special method. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words...
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door or something like that.
However...
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we could probably cross that one off the list.
It's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words...
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. It sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
It's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room?
In other words...
By that mean, there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
Indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. so there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden! It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Interesting. Okay, let's... yeah, so... I have a couple of working theories, but I need more information before. I'm not crossing it off my list that Aoi was not a part of it. She could have been really frazzled and upset that Sakura betrayed her. And they both seem to know a lot about chemicals and stuff like that, so she's a prime candidate to poison her. But it doesn't make a whole lot of sense with the way she's acting. So unless she's a really good liar and we just haven't seen that part of her, not sure on that. It would be weird for, I guess Toko could have done it. Not Genocide Jill, but Toko. How smart is Hina? I don't know. But she did know about the chemicals in the chem lab, so... And the labels do say poison on them, so... Like, I don't think it would be super, like... They said it would be really hard to mistake the poison. That being said, Toko could have done it. I'm not convinced that Genocide Jill did it because she's got a very specific way of doing things with the scissors and such. But I literally know nothing about Toko other than that she, you know, writes stuff. Byakuya is always on my list because he's just a shithead. And I think the other guy, big-haired guy, I always forget his name. I don't think he's smart enough to do anything either. I don't think Toko fought Sakura, but I think Toko is smart enough to make poison and do something awful. I don't think a fight took place. I think someone got poisoned and that's about it so far. But anyways, this is all skeptic nonsense. I have learned nothing about this case yet except that Sakura was hurt or is dead now. So let's begin. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help calm her down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. And I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. That seems a little suspicious. You really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Nice! Polka dot candy wrapper! Murder! Okay. Blood. There are shards of glass scattered around the chair Sakura was sitting on. This must have been one of the Monokuma bottles. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of the bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor has been added. Nice! Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure for the chessboard. Figure on the floor. Nice. There is... Oh. What that? There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can... It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten it from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass? They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Oh, there's blood over here. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make any sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Nice. Oh, interesting. Can I hit that, please? Huh? The locker's open, and there on the inside, it's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of this locker and it left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
It looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group?
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back before we opened the door. We looked inside the room, right? Yeah, the lock. Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then... What does this handprint mean? Locker handprint. Yeah, taking a big box of candy is super suspicious, and if you don't agree, then you are not seeing everything in the 5 dimensions that I see them. I already solved the case. I just want chat to get some time, you know? I figured it out already. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's an obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she'd also vomited blood. Ah, anime blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips, for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Nice. Status of Sakura's body has been added. Maybe getting hit on the head had somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance, nerd. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to the way she died. To why she died. Alright, let's talk to Naomi.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? That's news to me. Oh, I agree with you, Nagito. Getting hit on the head does not make you vomit blood. Makoto and the rest of the gang are, they're not quite there yet. They don't have the 5D wrinkles in their brain, you know? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own, but when I saw her again after that, she said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen, she said not to worry. That she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I had stopped her by force even, this never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible to not have regrets, I know. Aoi's account has been added to the truth bullets. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. True.
However...
But for Sakura to have been killed... Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
They would have needed to do if they were expected to stand any chance against her. Well, let's talk to Byakuya. What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped up my note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? I mean, I could believe that. Anyone fighting Sakura is like asking to be dead. Very true, Nagito. Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, bud. We're really starting to head it off, huh? There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how do they get those figures inside the bottles? You mean Happy Death Day? That too.
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. A Monokuma in a bottle. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Oh, Nagito, you're fast on the draw. Yeah, I noticed that too. It seems like there's 2 missing. At the very least. Because, yeah, we have the pawn, rook, knight, and bishop, and a king, but where is the queen? Yeah, we did find the knight on the ground, but the queen is still missing, I think. I better check the time for Monokuma coins. Okay. I don't... oh, we should look at the chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think that the chair had anything special done to it. So, this could be a situation where... So when we looked into the room, we didn't have really good eyes on the pool table or this area. So someone could have hid behind the pool table and filtered in. So it could be that theory of the locked room mystery, that the person managed to stay in the room. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke in to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening, and there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked room door, or the locked door from inside, not from the outside. Yeah.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then
you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. You know, the other two. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Let me out. Oh... I forgot. You have to hit R to get out. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. I pressed the doorbell. Ding dong. And after a few seconds...
Who's there?
Ugh, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? Yeah. I wanted to talk to you about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Bianca already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master 2? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I don't know why you're beating around the bush. If you didn't want people to suspect you, you're doing a really shitty job. I admit it, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept this as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Okay. Yasuhiro. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How did you know about that?
Could it be...
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. I'm actually weirdly inclined to agree with Makoto. Why is he being really weird about this? So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong!
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually...
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
Don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. Chat, is it really him? I almost can't believe that he would be sly enough to try to do anything. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Really? He's got candy too?
Huh?
Ah!
What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash. I forgot to throw it out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked me to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me... Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that it was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash. Pocket trash. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So, where should I start? To the chem lab! I'm the murderer. What a twist. 2 people denied meeting Sakura? Yes, chat. I also feel the I'm suspecting something suspicious here. You dunked as soon as tears and cyanide? No! You found out my whole plot, my whole plan. Okay, no, 4th floor. Oh, went the wrong way. Prepares an execution based around being trapped in a novel about monsters for me? No! Secret.
What?
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. I think Byakuya is being a fuck? God, what an ass. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Ah, look, cyanide, my favorite powder. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. C4? Ugh. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right, it could have only been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must have been related to the case somehow. Source of the powder has been added to the truth bullets. Footprints! These are footprints. And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and pen. I stabbed him in the eye.
What?
He'll live. Well, let's go. Chop, chop. I think about stabbing him numerous times. Okay. So I got to work, and before long I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me...
I see.
So when you look at it like this, it's interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. Then came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprint tells me.
I see.
These footprints must be... I stabbed him in the eye. Cody realizes that this game is where you die if you get murdered. He'll live.
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No.
What?
Okay then, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm the size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really valuable clue. Okay, so what would be in this? Let's see, what's on this shelf? There's all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can... Wait a minute. Chet, do you see... If you look right, it's like Chem A12, Chem A, Chem... And it kind of looks like an A, but then you look right in the corner, it says Chem C9. God, Makoto! Come on, dude! So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving in Unit Section A. Huh? But wait! There we go. Good lord. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. I mean, I guess you could have read it right to left, but it feels so silly showing us the picture and then being like, these are all labeled A. What about B? So on this shelf is... It looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kinda harsh?
What?
What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. You're just an asshole. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now, I need to figure out how I can just shove his face into that powder and get him killed. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit Section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. But C, though. There's a lot of shit wrong here. On this shelf is... one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit Section C. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. Well, what concerns me is that Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here. Chem Lab shelf has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. So, maybe someone... It's obvious they got poisoned, and the easiest way to do that would be to fill the Chem A Protein X bottle with, you know, a poison or something. Something to that effect. What about this? There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. Maybe I should rub my face in it. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder have been added to the truth. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Did I talk to well, let's talk to him again.
I see.
Makoto, I admit it, you have a good eye for spotting useful clues. But you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. Well, at least he semi-complimented me, I guess. Where's the rec room? It's on the 3rd floor. Ooh, it could be lead oxide on the ground. Or as all the cool kids are saying it, Chem C4. That's its nickname on the streets.
Hey.
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko and Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress on my own. Ooh! Oh. So, Nagito just informed me that lead oxide Can be fatal if swallowed or inhaled, causes irritation to the skin, eyes, and respiratory tract. It affects gum tissue, central nervous system, kidneys, blood, reproductive system. It can bioaccumulate in plants and in mammals. Ugh. So basically terrible. Awful, awful, awful. Well, I made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look over them one more time. Magazine. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Ah! Huh? This magazine's upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey.
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. It literally reads Toko. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message. Where have I seen this before? Oh, in a lot of these, actually.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? But, well, it hasn't been confirmed yet, and typically what happens in this game is if we jump to conclusions, we're wrong.
I won't forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner... Or, that's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you'd think that, but... It just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Magazine dying message has been added to the truth bullet section. Okay, something about the bottles? I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and I'm sure you'd find it. A correlation. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you towards the clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. Lead oxide is wrote as PBO. The reason there are no numbers is because charges cancel out, therefore not needing extra of one part to balance out the charge of one part. Poisons. Yes. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. PBOs and computer components, why? There's a lot of things that we shouldn't be touching that are in... There's a lot of things that are dangerous to us that end up being in things that we use a lot. There's actually an episode of the podcast where back when we were first discovering, I think it was uranium. Okay, Pyrite. My co-host told us about the history of uranium and how people were putting uranium in everything. But nobody knew until it was way too late. Homemade chicken tortellini soup, nice. but if I remember correctly, granted this was years ago because this was like this is an early part of the podcast. Yeah, we used to put uranium in a lot of dumb shit because it glowed, and we're like, ooh, that's cool. And then yeah, then people started getting sick. Like people were doing like uranium underwear. But oh yeah, you never talk about your other media at the end of the show. We don't talk about it. I don't talk about the podcast because we have taken a people used to wear uranium underwear or something to that effect. A uranium garment of some kind. I'm pretty sure it was underwear though. We don't talk about the podcast so much anymore as we've taken a bit of a hiatus. We weren't seeing a whole lot of results, and people weren't really following the YouTube channel for it, and we were getting a lot more traction on or maybe it's radium. Either way. But yeah, we've been kind of we decided to kind of take a hiatus, and if people really wanted the podcast back and asked a lot for it, we would do it again, but it just took up a lot of time and wasn't showing traction, so we kind of moved off of that path. Podcasts are kind of a dime a dozen.
Hey.
Actually, there's one other thing about... I went and found the wrong radium, found a city in Texas called Radium. Nice. There's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway.
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too? Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine, and that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so... Drinking radium water will make your jaw fall off. That's great!
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. With that, Kyoko left the room. Now Chad is talking about radium. It's hilarious. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up... Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected in one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done. Basically, she's trying to figure out if it's one bottle or several.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the two normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced.
In other words...
Which means each... Well, that's a bit bare bones basic, but yes, each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then...
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collect will be lighter. I did my best to gather them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
So then...
Marketing. Honestly, it was probably what happened, Nagito. I don't remember specifically in the podcast, but yeah, I think people, you know, there was a new thing and people were really excited and people were claiming that it did a bunch of stuff because you could get tons of it. And then people started doing research and figuring out that, oh, radium is probably not super great. But people wanted to sell it because it was easy to get. Okay, let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible? Because we're missing...
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words...
The results of our experiments and the correlation between each of the bottles put it all together.
Hey.
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So... what do you think? It's all on you. Yeah, that was not one bottle, but maybe 2 bottles. And someone tried to hide the bottles, but for what? Fuck if I know. And then Sakura. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from... There's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Oh, well, yeah, I know, but...
Hey.
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. I don't know if that's how you wanted to say that, Makoto. Although there's still sometimes... I can't believe how calm you are, no matter how many times I see a dead body. I can't get used to it.
It's true.
It's totally normal. That's totally normal. Then how can you...
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind. She has amnesia! More importantly, look here. She got poo-poo on her sandals. Her shoes.
Correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder has been added to the truth bullets.
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
Yeah, 1920s, we didn't have, what's the nicest way to say this? We didn't have the same, people were just, the roaring 20s were in fact a crazy time. Yeah, there weren't so many, fake news was much a problem then as it is now. Yeah, you know. I don't, if memory serves, if the FDA even existed, they didn't have the same, or not the FDA. My American history is so poor right now because I'm working on, they called it yellow journalism. Yeah, the FDA didn't have the same amount of clout and power that it does right now. And people could just sell whatever the fuck they wanted. It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Okay. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Uh-oh. Really? Already?
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Rude.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Damn.
See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Oh, shit. Chad, are we gonna be able to beat this in an hour and a half, you think? I don't remember how long these go on for. Oh. Probably, yeah, I think the last one took like two and a half hours minimum, right? Nagito or Pyrite? Well, I know Pyrite's not here, but Nagito, do you know how long these typically last? There's no running away now. The red door. I have no choice. Damn it, no! No clue, eh? There's just so few people, right? Like, it's kind of hard for me to, like... Because, like, the obvious people are Byakuya... Well, the obvious people are Yasuhiro and Toko. But they someone's trying to frame Toko for sure. But someone could have washed their hands to get the blood off their fingers, so... Yeah, I wish there was a way to save mid-trial, but... Well... And I don't want to end the stream right now. That is not until Danganronpa 2. Oh, man. Well, okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll there's always a save right before everything starts. You can save mid-trial in DR2. That's a great feature. Alright. I know there's a save right after this, so let's do this, and then we can hang out for a little bit. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then the ultimate martial artist emoji, a locked room murder mystery, winky face. What the? Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive. Oof, call me out at work.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse?
Phew.
No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? Sad face. What? He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Then, now then, please go to get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there, as he dances with emoticons. Everyone has heard something weird. I shared the craziest thing I'd ever heard sold as medicine in chat. Gosh, I don't know. Probably the weirdest thing in recent memory was people thinking that bleach was a potentially medicinal supplement for you know, what's going around right now. That's probably the craziest thing I've ever heard in terms of like what people have considered medicine. Ooh, I remember Fen. I don't know if that's how you say it, but there was a diet drug that caused like heart valve damage. There's a lot of that stuff. There was all sorts of weird stuff. I remember, God, there were those old like paid for on TV ads for like weird products, and there was one that was a mask that had needles inside, and they would jam the needles were supposed to like just like micro prick your face, and it would like help with aging. Ooh. But yeah. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? Soon enough, says Byakuya. You mean next week? Yeah.
Don't look at me!
I said it before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me. The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that.
What the heck?
Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you?
What the heck?
How can you just stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat?
Hey,
Sitting around here isn't going to do any good. Let's get going. Come on. It's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close, and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower. And as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really?
This is kind of depressing.
That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or... will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, A deadly class trial! Yes. Yes. Okay. So, we don't have enough time to do this, but you know what? I'm going to round out the hour by looking at our stuff and get a good idea of what's going on. I know that much like last time, we did learn stuff in the trial, but it's good to remember what's suspicious about everything. But let's look at the skills, because I know Bilbo wanted to look at all the skills. So we have Lost in Thought, which we got from Yasuhiro. Increases the time limit for each phase, effective during the class trial. Cool and Composed, steadies your aim a little, effective during non-stop debate in the Hangman's Gambit. Why not? There's so many I didn't get. Breathing Technique, the focus gauge recovers more quickly, effective during non-stop debate, the Hangman's Gambit, and the Bullet Time Battle. Melodious Voice, increases the damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during Bullet Time Battle. Vocabulary, increases bullet capacity, effective during the Bullet Time Battle, but that costs 4 SP. Is it worth... I don't know if it's worth it. Allows you to reload 2 bullets at once, effective during bullet time. Oh, so I could either reload 2 bullets at once or increase bullet capacity during those. I feel like it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same thing either way. So I don't know. More reload? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Okay. Well, let's look at the e-handbook. More reload, BPS. Store truth bullets so far. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor. The evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head, no other injuries were noted. However, it seems at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. A chair had been jammed against the door within the rec room, blocking access from the outside. It is believed that the killer did this to create a locked room scenario. Sakura was found dead, seated in a chair, slumping forward. Traces of blood were found around her mouth, presumably from when she vomited blood. However, there was no injury or indication as to why she would have vomited blood. The poison. A bloodstain was found in front of the shelf of magazines. The blood is presumed to be Sakura's. There's currently no explanation for how a bloodstain would have appeared so far away from where the victim was found. At one point, Aoi had been injured and taken to the nurse's office. After she was taken care of, she gave a piece of candy to Sakura, which had this type of wrapper. According to Aoi, she had monopolized this candy as soon as it had become available, so obtaining a piece would have been difficult to impossible. So why did Yasuhiro have it? There are pieces of red glass scattered near the table in the rec room. After finding the top and bottom pieces, it was concluded that the shards must have come from a bottle. A Monokuma figure was found laying on the rec room floor. It would have been roughly in the palm. It would fit roughly in the palm of your hand. There are a number of red bottles on a shelf in the rec room. Inside each bottle is a Monokuma figure. Additionally, there seems to be some kind of unknown correlations between the bottles. They're chess pieces of the various chess or what would you even call it? The different archetypes of the chess pieces. So yeah, we've figured out that there were 2 bottles and somebody tried to make it look like one for some reason. Well, hopefully that'll become much clearer in the in this, but they wanted it to seem like there was one bottle. An empty protein drink was found near the rec room. The container had a label reading Chem A2. The shards of glass from the window that was broken to get into the room were found both around and underneath the container. See, Kyoko said this would be important somehow. And that is curious, because that would have meant that there was glass. Either the protein shake was on the chair when the glass broke, and so it fell over, or something else is afoot. A fresh handprint was found inside the rec room's open locker. Since the locker was open before they opened the locked room, there's no way someone was hiding in there before they arrived. I think this is to let us know that there were two people involved. Although it would be so weird to have two people involved. Or maybe two people were in the same room when all this happened. Like, maybe there were two people. Sakura had written notes to Toko, Byakuya, and Chihiro, asking them to meet her in the rec room by noon. She had slid these notes underneath each person's room door, which does not add up to what Yasuhiro said. Byakuya confirmed that he received Sakura's note, but also claimed that he never went to see her, and in fact had not seen her at all that day. Toko confirmed that she received Sakura's note, but also claimed that she never went to see her. A small bit of garbage accidentally fell out of Yasuhiro's pocket. It was a piece of paper with red polka dots on it. So why is it that Yasuhiro has the candy that Aoi has monopolized? Yellow powder was found on the instep of Sakura's foot, meaning she was the one who grabbed the beverage, or grabbed the protein shake, but I'm just really surprised that she didn't notice the fucking poison on the ground. I don't know. I don't know, chat. Sakura suffered from 2 blows to the head, not 1. No blood was found on either of her hands. All of the Monokuma bottles appear to be roughly the same weight. However, when the bottle of shards were weighed against an intact bottle, the shards were found to be heavier. I think that just confirms the suspicion that there were 2 bottles, and what we gathered was the remnants of them, and somebody hid the bigger pieces of the second bottle. On the magazine shelf, one magazine had been put back upside down. Inside the magazine, Toko's name had been written in blood. It is assumed that whoever wrote this used their finger to do so. And it, like, makes sense that somebody would use this as a ruse, because we've seen a couple of trials where people tried to make, you know, basically final death notes? So that's my guess. On the shelf in the chem lab, sections A contain supplements, section B contains reagents, and section C contains harmful chemicals. A bottle of poison labeled as section C had been placed in section A of the shelf. There's a broken bottle in front of the chem lab. Death notes, death notes. There's a broken bottle in front of the chem lab shelf, which was labeled Chem C4. The powder on the floor is assumed to have come from this. According to Byakuya, the powder would have been spilled after the incident took place. Wait. That's so confusing, though, because... Okay. So this part is the part that's, like, kind of got thrown me for a loop. If it was spilled after it took place, how did Sakura get powder on her shoes. Right? How the hell does that fit? Unless Byakuya is lying, which could be the case, I guess. Someone had left footprints in the powder spilled in the chem lab. These footprints appeared only near the leftmost section of the shelf. From this, it can be assumed that the suspect only had business in this area. Welcome back, Pyrite. So, yeah, the thing that I hope will... the thing that I'm going to have to keep an eye on... yeah, we are literally at the point where we select our skills and go into the trial, and since we don't have enough, since there's only an hour left in the stream, I decided we'll look at this stuff, talk about it a little bit, and then we'll end the stream a little earlier than usual. I have some, we'll call them surprises. Oh, we could play a day of Stardew. We could do a day of Stardew as kind of a treat at the end. That's fine by me. So yeah, the thing we're gonna have to pay attention to is the powder. How does the powder fit? Because in theory, Sakura had powder on her feet from grabbing the I guess unless someone took her shoes. But why take her shoes? Why spill the chemicals? Like, yeah, there's something weird about the powder that we're gonna have to pay attention to. I think we'll learn more as we move through the so yeah, that's about all we have. Yeah, so that's what we got. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna switch over to here. For those of you who were here for Danganronpa, thank you guys for being here. We have a little treat for those afterwards, since we can't save mid-trial, not until Danganronpa 2, unfortunately. We're gonna play a day in the life of Stardew Valley and then end after that. I did get to play some more since we played. We're a little farther into fall. Yeah, Pyrite just revealed that we've been naming animals after mods and followers and stuff, and so yeah, we got some animals in chat. That being said, I hope you stick around. I'm gonna do some tweaking here. I'm gonna get out of this game and then switch over to Stardew. But while I'm doing that and while I'm getting things set up, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that follow button. We're getting real close to our follower goal. We hit 46 over the last stream. So thank you guys so much. Oh God, it's so bright. Thank you guys so much. I will remove the Valentine's Day Anime Sunday. But yeah, we're gonna do a last minute Stardew. Let me change the category on Twitch. It's not, but we don't have anything else to do currently. So we'll just do like a fun little I'm not gonna do all the way up until 9, but this will be fun regardless. So yeah, I should be in the Stardew category now. But Stardew's totally an anime. See, you get it. But let's get rid of that. Oh, it's raining. That's right. I also got a fedora. Got some more things in my house. I got a birthday cake. I'd like to buy a pumpkin from you. My daughter and I want to carve a jack-o'-lantern for the upcoming Spirits Eve Festival. Caroline. Well, it just so happens I have pumpkins. So we can do that. We can do that, chat. So yeah. We did upgrade the barn. Or the coop, rather. Yeah, we got John. We got Nagito. Hey. But yeah, we'll chill out for a little bit after all that death anime. Oh shit. We also have a duck now. It's pyrite. We got brass. No, don't eat the egg. We got High Hopes TV, who subscribed who followed last time. Funky Factory, who's been who's been following the channel for a while. Oops. So, what's everyone's favorite anime? That's a good question. That's tough. Oh, we gotta get ectoplasm. We're growing trees. We are 4 away from 50 followers, which puts me on the affiliate track. So, don't eat the mushroom. Keeping the grape wine for the some of the pickled stuff. Pickled stuff is getting done. Oh yes, just finished. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but I can't be bothered to figure it out. Full Metal Alchemist. Puya Magica Modica. Oop. There we go. Alright, so why don't we... Which one's Caroline again? Okay. Well... Prehistoric tool? Oh, we don't have that one. Oh, I can show you guys the... I didn't read a lot of manga. So I can't really say, or I'm not full weeb enough to put my hat in that race, but so far my top, here we go. There we go. Bundle complete. Oh, another keg. It's very kind of you. I think all-time favorite is probably Gundam 08 MS Team. And then more recently, which has kind of become like my number 2 or like my go-to anime, is My Hero Academia, because I'm just a sucker for superheroes. Okay, Caroline, where do you exist? As much as I love the meme of Shining Finger, G Gundam was not my favorite. She's got a Super Nintendo! Cody? You scared me sneaking into my room like that. I don't know how I got into your room. Sigh. So I've been playing Journey of the Prairie King for hours, and I can't even beat the first level. Ooh, Gurren Lagann's pretty good too, although arguably I haven't finished it. But when I was watching it, I really liked it. This game is ridiculously hard. Well, either that or I'm just terrible at it. Hey, do you want to try this level together with me? I think I might do better with your help. Yes! Oh, am I actually playing this? Oh god, I'm actually playing this. Oh no. Oh god, I'm playing a video game in a video game. This is a very cute scene, and I don't know if I've ever had one of these heartfelt scenes where you actually have to play a game in the game. Ah! Haha! Oh! I remember space being an item, and I saw an item. Hey, we did it. You mean you haven't gotten the scene where you play D&D? No, I didn't know they played D&D. Oh, no. Now I have to. Hey, that was fun. Well, thanks, Cody. You seem to really know your way around a joystick, huh? Yes. I guess that makes sense. Nice. What a great scene. We're all going to hang out in the saloon this evening. It's kind of like our Friday tradition, I guess. That's good to know. Alright, where's Caroline? I can't behave. Oh, the pumpkin! It's a good one. Abigail will be so happy when she sees us. Thanks, Cody. Yeah. Behave. Okay. So what am I doing right now? Okay, so one of the things I have to do is deliver an ectoplasm to the wizard. So that's what we're going to spend our day doing once I get over to Gunther's. Oh no! I've dug through the trash already! No! Haha, but not that trash can. What was... Now I want to watch Gurren Lagann again. Oh yeah, this is my museum. These are all the things that I found so far. Lots of gems, some prehistoric stuff, some dwarven nonsense. But yeah, you get rewards when you find those things. Alright, once I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna sell the blackberry and the fish. I'm gonna grab some hops because I'm gonna put down another keg. I have kegs, so we can make a real winery. And we'll put these things away. We should be fine. So now, one of the quests that I had before playing it on here was there is, oops, went the wrong way. There are ghosts in the mine that drop ectoplasm, and so I have to go look for said ghosts. And they're in kind of the middle part of the dungeon. Okay, well there's... So be on the lookout for floating ghosts, chat. You know, it's funny, I was looking through chat and I saw Full Metal Alchemist. And I've been thinking about going back to that one, because there was a time where I kind of lost my ability to watch and or read the manga and anime that I wanted, because, you know, I was broke AF college student. And so now that I have access to these animes again, I was curious what people like what the general consensus about Full Metal Alchemist is, and like which one I should watch. I know we talked about it before, but I can't remember what the general consensus is. Watch Brotherhood? Is it like... oh, I'm one of those who buys anime? Well, I have access to them. I pay for a subscription to have them. So what does Brotherhood offer that because I remember watching like the first couple of episodes of Full Metal Alchemist. So like, what's the difference between the two? I'm genuinely curious. Brotherhood is the closest to the manga. Brotherhood is superior, but the older one gives you context. Okay. Interesting. Now I'm confused. Now it's kind of like, so am I essentially watching the same story, but they're told a little differently? Oh, the first series was developed before the manga finished. So, do you watch both? Do you just watch Brotherhood and then like go back and watch... Oh, they're different stories? Then what the fuck? Why wouldn't I watch both if they were different stories? I thought they were the same story. Now I'm confused. The internet has confused me. Ugh. Oh no, I don't want all these bats. Fuck these bats, I'm out. A ghost. Ghost. If I get ectoplasm, I'll be set for life. Or at least for the time being. No! Okay. So from what I'm gathering in chat, the first series was developed before the manga was finished, so things kind of go off the rails, similar to Game of Thrones, so that makes me a little weary about watching the original. And then Brotherhood is after the manga, so it's the most accurate retelling of the manga. Watch both, they have their positives and negatives. Okay. Is it a long series? I can't remember. Because I don't have a whole lot of time to watch that much anime. Like, is this a One Piece situation, or is this like... Chat, you're making me weary with all this long anime nonsense. Oh shit, there we go. Man, I'm not gonna find this ectoplasm, huh? I think this is like my 4th or 5th time in the mines, and anytime I see a ghost, they just don't drop it. Okay, so we got our exit. Monster Slayer goal. Oh, I killed enough bats. Nice. The second opening in the first anime slaps. Is it Ready, Steady, Go? Oh my god, I love Ready, Steady, Go. My friends were very obsessed with that opener when I was a lot younger. 51 episodes? That's not that bad. Could be a lot worse. 64 for Brotherhood, huh? Then I might do Brotherhood first. And then if I'm really digging the series and like had a really good experience, I'll go back, but see what the differences are. What a wild concept. $51 plus an obnoxious movie? Oh no. Why do I feel like anime movies don't... Has there been a good anime movie? Like a movie that is in the same animation but is like a full featured thing? Okay, come on, where's the ghosts? I mean, okay. I should have been more specific, because Studio Ghibli is the exception because they're built as movies. I was talking more specifically about animes that got full featured movies. because the only ones that I can think of that were like okay were like the Dragon Ball Z specials. Although those had their own issues too. Oh shit. I gotta get out of here. Find a ladder, find a ladder. Get the fuck out of here. Oh shit. Well, I'm probably about to lose everything I came in here with. No! Oh! Yes, let's get out of here. Let's stop. Ghost in the Shell? Yeah, that's fair. I'll give you that one. That's actually a really good one. Nope. All right. Whew. Love Live? I don't know that one. Oh, I have everything. I also have everything watered, like, automatically, too. Which is really nice. But, Chad, I said I was going to do one, and I meant that. So, thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out. Danganronpa is awesome. I can't wait till we play some of the older ones that let you save during the trial. Because damn, I was so hooked, but I'm like, man, those trials take forever. So next Sunday we're going to be doing the 4th trial of Danganronpa. I'm really excited for that. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. If you are new to the channel and want to help out and you like what you're watching, hit that follow button, as we're getting really close, 4 away from our follower goal of 50, so that we can start doing affiliate stuff and doing all the cool stuff that is entailed with that, such as subs, emotes, VIP, channel points, etc., etc. I'll have to figure out how all that works, but I'm excited to get into that. And it's been, you know, it's funny, I was just looking at my stream stats the other day and realized that I've been doing this for a little over a year now, with one break while my internet was being a big bleh. So yeah, this has been a really fun year of streaming. I hope you all are enjoying it as much as I am. Tomorrow is Mystery Monday. We will not be playing Stardew Valley. That is my hint. We will be playing a game that I acquired from the Steam Lunar Sale, and I assure you it was it'll be fun. 2020 as a whole is not a good year, but in terms of streaming, for me, it has been an enjoyable experience. We finished Persona 5, a game I never thought I would finish when I found out that it was 160 hours of gameplay. Yeah, 2020 is not actually fun, but hopefully I was able to help you guys get through it, because I know that I was starting to watch more content like this when 2020 was coming around and kind of hitting it full swing. So I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, so tomorrow we will be playing a Monday Mystery Madness game. Oh, you know what? Chat, I can show you a sneak preview. I have made a new icon for Throwback Thursday. So, without further ado, Throwback Thursday's new look. So we have Anime Sunday, right? Boom, Anime Sunday. We have Valentine's Day Anime Sunday because you guys are cute. But now, drum rolls, please. we got Throwback Thursday. That's it. That is our little icon for Throwback Thursday. It is pretty cool. I actually worked pretty much all day today on it. I hope you guys like it. This is actually was my career was graphic design, so I know how to make a lot of things in like Illustrator and stuff like that. So yeah, this was really fun to make. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that font, I know, right? It's like a old school like Mario Kart with that 80s like power metal font gradient that was always used. I love it. I couldn't think of a more retro thing than like an old CRT monitor with that blue screen and a Super Nintendo. Loved it. So yeah, I hope you guys are having fun. I know I probably said that a million times. I kind of go in circles until I tell myself to stop. But thank you guys so much for being here. Hit that follow button if you're not following. If you are on YouTube or watching a VOD later, because that's where the VODs go. They go on YouTube, not here. Twitch.tv/Fandom Roulette. Come down, say hi when we're live if you can, and hit that follow button. I super appreciate it. It helps the channel, and we got a really good chat here. Pi, Bilbo, Nagito, you guys are always super fun to hang out with, regardless of what day it is. I know, Nagito, you tend to come around for the anime Sundays. I get it. It's a good time. So, yeah. And I'm excited to see where Danganronpa goes. And where we go with Breath of Fire on Throwback Thursday. And then what we're playing tomorrow shall be entertaining. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day. And until next time, keep it super nerdy.